don't expect like top quality League of Legends from us, man. We're just gold 4, man. Like go for Hearthstone, really. At least I am.
We're your average player. We're the average player.
We're the average, but
Yeah,
average
yeah.
Joe, you know, like bunking around. in a
We're
league.
not professionals. We're not
not
celebrities.
professional.
We're not rioters. We're the guy in your game who's inting, and you're like, fuck's sake.
So let's let's instantly make a disclaimer out there, guys. Like,
Yeah,
if we give you any build ideas or like give you advice over to play any champion,
It's troll.
if you lose the match, that's your fault and not ours, man.
Exactly.
That's like totally your fault.
Exactly.
It's exciting.
All right, we started. Hello.
Okay. Well, hello.
Hey,
Hello, George.
hi. Do you wanna, George? Do you wanna introduce yourself first? Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, well, I'll introduce myself. Well, my name is Nato. I'm 21 years old right now, and only just turned 21.
Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Thank you. I've been playing League for now since 2019, I think. Yeah, 2019. Early 2019.
Okay, that's
Got addicted to the game.
it's not that long, is it?
Spent a lot of money on skins. Really good decisions by me, by the way.
The classic.
I really enjoy esports and League. I love watching it. I think it's really interesting. I think it's more fun than to watch real sports. Like, I don't know what it is, man. Other than that, yeah, man, I play loads of different games, dude. I can enjoy myself with everything.
So you're like a jack of all trades, not
Jack
just
of all
League of
trades,
Legends.
yeah. Not just League of Legends, but like the last 2 years have been mostly League of Legends.
Would you say League has kind of like defined your life recently? You play a lot of League of Legends.
Define my life. Well,
Are you in
Whoa,
my boat?
like-
Are you in the same boat as me?
I might be in the same boat, right? I already spent so much money on skins. Like, you might as well say it has defined
Yeah, I feel
my
that.
life.
It's defined my bank account. We can say it that way.
It has defined my bank account exactly.
How many skins do you actually have?
I think I don't think that many actually, but I just bought them for every champion that I play. Like
okay.
every champion that I play, I just have a skin for. Dude, it's a must, man.
I feel quite similar to you. I feel like a lot of players, they have the feeling like, hey, today I'm gonna main Anivia. Oh, hang on, I can't be rolling around the I can't be rolling around Summoner's Rift with default skin. I'll look like an absolute mug, so I gotta pick up the paper craft Anivia.
exactly.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I'm exactly the
right.
same. I'm exactly the same.
Good.
All right, should I introduce myself? Are you finished,
Yeah,
or have
yeah.
I interrupted?
I'm finished.
All right, well,
I'm finished, man.
I'm George. I also play League. I'd say I'm a quite decent League gamer. You know, stream on Twitch a bit. That's about it. Trying to make some YouTube content. You know, we're doing this podcast as well. Talking about the podcast, should we talk about what the plan is?
All right, yeah, we can tell them what the plan is. Like, we got loads of plans.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
So,
So
like-
what is the plan, Nato? What is the plan?
Well, you can expect from this podcast that we'll be talking about League. You know, like as the name might suggest, right? But like not like, don't expect like top quality League of Legends from us, man. We're just gold 4, man. Like gold 4 Hearthstone, really. At least I am.
We're your
I'll
average
just put that
player.
higher.
We're the average player.
We're the average, but
Yeah,
average
yeah.
Joe, you know, like bunking around in a league.
We're not professionals. We're not
not
celebrities.
professionals.
We're not rioters. We're the guy in your game who's inting, and you're like, fuck's sake.
So let's let's instantly make a disclaimer out there, guys. Like,
Yeah,
if we give you any build ideas or like give you advice over to play any champion,
It's troll.
if you lose the match, that's your fault and not ours, man.
Exactly.
That's like totally your fault.
Exactly.
Don't follow our advice. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? I consider myself quite a craftsman when it comes to item builds and way to place
craftsman.
champions. Yeah, I think so. I
Alright.
think so.
Okay.
I'm not good at the normal game, so I just pretend to, to craft stuff up.
Yeah. All right.
But that's something we will be talking about on the show every now and again, which will be like different ways to build champions, like our ideas. You know, we want to
Yeah.
spice stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be really fun to do.
Yeah, and like we'll obviously always be talking about the meta as well. You know, like thinking what champions are really good right now to like spam in solo queue, and which champions are just to avoid in solo queue.
Yeah, and maybe which ones you could pick up, which ones like suit what kind of player, you know what I mean? I think like there's so many interesting things we can actually go through in this game. Like it's such a massive game. There's so much hype around it.
Yeah,
It
it's true.
feels like it's never dying. Like you said you've been playing since 2019, right? I've been playing
Yeah.
since like season 1, for example. And dude, I've been playing ever since. Maybe took like a year break in between every now and again, right? But like
Yeah.
the game never feels stale. It's insane.
Yeah, like that's the good thing about League. It changes also like every year. It changes so much that it just changes the game on how you play it. You know, like,
Yeah.
We got now the Ocean Rift and the Cloud Rift, and like at first I was like, what was that, man? Like,
Yeah.
I it's so crazy. The game just changes every year. Like this year we had the new items.
It felt like a brand new game, didn't it? It's so difficult.
It felt like a brand new game, but at first, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I didn't really like.
Yeah.
When they were saying like, "Hey man, we're gonna overhaul the whole system," dude.
You're like, bloody hell, man! I've just learned this in the last 10 years, and now you're doing this all again.
Like, now I have to fucking learn everything again, man. Like you can't just ask me from that, man.
I definitely feel that.
ARAM helped me learn the items.
That's the thing,
because
right?
like you're just entering an ARAM anyway, so like then you can just learn the items. You can see what they're doing, you know. Like,
I was gonna recommend the exact thing for people who are maybe like, oh, dude, I can't pick up League again. The items have changed so much. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm getting flamed, bro. Play ARAM, not just for the items, but you can also learn how to play the champions as well, right? It's a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
So I think if you're starting the game, you know the basics. Oh, these are the abilities. We basically have to win the game by killing the other 5 players, stuff like that. And dude, it's fun. And you know what you can do in ARAM as well? You can practice CSing because you're trying to CS against 5 other players.
Yeah, they're also trying to CS. Like,
exactly.
Well, try, like they're not really trying. They're just hitting.
I tried to CS. I enjoy in ARAM. I think that's quite fun.
I actually also try it, like, especially when I play with my friends, right? Because there's one guy who always is like, "Oh man, like, look at my CS, man. Like, look at it, it's so good, dude." And then you just gotta have.
That's me.
Yeah, well.
I'm that guy. That's what I do as well.
Yeah. Good.
No, I definitely enjoy that. What else we talk about? We'll talk about esports, right? We're big esports fans. Me and you.
Well, I'm totally unbiased, by the way.
Yeah. What's that jersey you're wearing right now? What is that?
Well, I don't know. It's like Gamers 2. Like it's a really good team, dude.
Oh, I've heard of them before, right? Yeah. Jankos, Caps. Who else is there?
Wunder, Reckless, Mickey X.
Oh yeah. I remember. Yeah, Reckless just joined. Yeah, good point. I totally forgot about that.
How can you forget about that, dude? That's disgusting.
I'm a big Mad Lions fan. Armut is my captain.
Armut is
he's single-handedly carrying the team. I'm actually looking forward to watching the game later. They're going to be playing against Rogue, which is going to be really interesting.
I think it's going to be a really interesting game because like Rogue and Mad are kind of similar teams. Really, they joined the LEC and they just build their teams around rookies.
Yeah,
so they both really are like competing for like that ultimate team that is like the rookie builder, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested to see these guys like fight it up against each other in the Rift, and I think Rogue will win though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Really I was going to interject and say, you know what? I don't think they're actually on the same level. I think Rogue is a level higher. You've seen at Worlds, they actually did really well. Like despite people going like, oh, Rogue shit the better Worlds, I think they didn't. Like if you saw like the caliber of players they were playing against, I think they were in this. Were they in the same group as FlyQuest? Or were they not? I
can't remember.
Either way, I think Rogue, like the caliber of play that Rogue has. I didn't watch the game from yesterday. I think did G2 play against them and win?
Yeah, like to be honest, like G2 actually quite stomped Rogue yesterday.
G2 has the time on their hands, right? They've done it before.
True, but
they're
like
the veteran team, you know.
Thing is also is that like G2 is just like such an insane team. Like when they want to show up, they will show up.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, they have so many different things that they can pull out. And like as Rogue is like kind of just like they also have quite some different ways to play the game, but I think G2 it can just play anything at a high level, and they can just out macro you really.
Yeah.
And I think that when you're Rogue, it's really hard to play up against that because like you have to be completely in sync with your teammates in order to beat G2. If there's any like weak link, G2 will find it.
It's that cohesion,
totally.
Right?
Use the hammer on it, like we saw that yesterday. Larsen 4 deaths because like Mickey on the Leona is roaming and then just showing up in mid lane, and Larsen's like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
What was Larsen playing? Was it like a Corki or a Zero or something like that?
He was playing as Classic as here, man.
Okay, yeah. He's very well known for that one, yeah. I'm surprised he got caught out so many times with that. But then again, if you're against Mickey X, he probably has Hex Flash on Leona. He's coming over walls, stuff like that. Like I didn't watch the game, but that's what I'm assuming happened.
What went wrong there really is that Rogue are actually winning lanes pretty much all over the place. However, in the bot lane, Rogue had Caitlyn and Morgana, which is a really oppressing lane. Like,
it's a strong lane.
The enemy on the tower, and you keep them on the tower, right? So there should actually be no time where Mickey could roam towards mid lane.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know what really happened there, because like if Morgana and Caitlyn just constantly pushed in, like they should have at least known that Mickey was not in the bot lane.
Yeah, you
and
call
that
out
he
and
could
then
be
maybe Larson
roaming.
plays a bit safer. Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah. So that's a little bit the weird thing that I found yesterday in the game. It's like, it's kind of inting.
I mean, in recent years, right, support has started to roam so much more, right? You'll see games
Yeah.
where it's a level 4 support and a level 8 mid laner, right? Every single game that I play is that, because I main support, right? You main support as well. I don't know if you're I don't know if you're a crazy roam support, because you play
Depending on
Pyke,
what champion, then yeah.
right? Yeah.
Depends really on the champion.
I'd say Pyke definitely loves a bit of a roam. You know, you're so quick with like your
Pyke or
you're
Khan
going
as well.
invisible, stuff like that, right?
Khan, also loving
Yeah,
a
exactly.
roaming champion.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah, you go.
No, I roam on everything, mate. I'll pick up a Lulu and head to the top lane, just walk through lane, push the lane out of my top lane just to get some pressure like relieved, you know? Like I think that's what laners need, man. You need to help. You're not just support for your AD carry, right?
No.
If you're playing with an Ezreal, man, the Ezreal can 2v1 the lane at all stages of the game unless he's getting jungle ganked. Okay, then you should try and be there.
If your Ezreal dies while you're away and he's pinging you, then you just know that he's bad.
Yeah, he's complete trash. Yeah. Just play safe, man. Come on, you're
You have
Ezreal,
two
bro.
flashes, man. Like,
And
there's
you've got
no
a-
way you should be getting caught out like
You
that.
got a TF alt range Q. Come on, man. Just get the CS like that. Insane, bro. No, but
Yeah.
I think, yeah, definitely going to talk about some esports. I'll really enjoy that. Obviously, we'll talk about general news. You know, I think that's going to be cool. Like, for example, the new skins are coming out at the moment. We got Malzahar B skin. Is it Bizahar or is it Malzahar B?
It's bizarre.
Bizahar, and what are the other two? I think it's Kog'B.
UB.
Bima for Kog'Ma.
Yeah, and
right? UB. Okay, they're cool. I wonder if there are any other champions that you could think of that have like a B name. You know what I mean? Like
could have been
Volibear or something like that.
Oh, that's difficult, man.
Imagine Volibear, just a really tough guy with like a B suit. That'd be hilarious. I don't know what else. He'd do.
Well, like, we're still in March, but next month it's April, and
Oh, are those? Did
Last
April
year-
Fool skins come out in March? In April? Like funny skins, like definitely not Blitzcrank or something like that.
well, last year they did Pyama Guardian Urgot on.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that.
So you know, that's
To be
pretty
fair,
nice,
like it looked cool, but I don't know, when I want to play champs like Urgot, I kind of want to play like serious style. You know what I mean? I don't want to look like a joke when I'm playing Urgot.
you don't want like a cute. Like,
Yeah, I don't
Pyama
want. Yeah,
Guardian.
exactly. Like that's it's a bit too sus. You know what I mean?
Like, dude, like, come on, like, how can you not love like smacking someone in the top lane or having like that ultimate troll skin, man? Like,
It depends on how I feel, right? It's the same with Alistair. Like I could play Moo Cow Alistair, right? And like bell out the lane every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'd rather play like a super tough Alistair, you know, because I'm a cow. You know, you can't milk those.
Cow. Going to the steakhouse, right? Like, Jesus, man. No, I can play Muko every game. Like, I don't care.
Nah, dude, I can't, man. The people who do that, honestly, they're horrible in lane. They're just spamming that all the time. It's not
Just
great.
like the bell, man. Like, you kill the enemy AD carry, just bell it, man.
It's not great. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm not the biggest fan. Not gonna lie.
I am. Like that, we call that mental edge, George.
The
Like,
mental.
you just-
That's the thing, right? I saw an interesting Shaco video, right? It was like one of those. It was a bit clickbaity. It's like, oh, this challenger player got to challenger by only playing Shaco support, like, and you won't believe what he did or some shit like that, right? I'm sure I can.
something like that,
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen the thumbnail on YouTube. And it's basically the guy's explaining how he did it, right? And he says like, oh, at any opportunity, he's like mugging off the enemy team with like emotes and like the Shaco thing where he goes like that or something like that. And I'm thinking like, you know what, that can actually really help, because you see how like frustrated like teammates get, and maybe you get, I don't know if you get frustrated with stuff like that, but people can really lose their shit if you mess with them a tiny weeny bit in league, you know? Don't
I am
flame them.
tiltable.
Just like big brain them. Yeah, you're tiltable.
I am tiltable. Yes, very much so. Very much.
That's something we could talk about on here. Like maybe like strats you could use to like get the upper edge, you know? But like more
I'll
mind
just go
games.
AFK and I'll go meditate for like 2 minutes and I'll get back to my team.
You'll come back
Guys,
in.
I'm ready.
You'll come back. They've all left. Your team's given up, man. It doesn't work in this game.
Surrender.
You can't
Guys,
meditate
I'm
in this
ready
game,
now.
mate. That would be so funny, man. All right, another thing we can talk about, right?
Yeah.
We can talk about the history of League. So maybe some throwbacks, you know. stuff that we absolutely loved. If this, maybe it might be events, maybe it might be games, esports games, maybe it might be worlds, maybe it might be patches, maybe it might be like old champions. For example, let's say Volibear gets reworked, we can maybe talk about like our favorite thing about the champion, stuff like that. You know, just interesting things in the history. I would really enjoy that. I would really enjoy that.
So yeah, same totally. We could also talk about what we like to see change in League. So if you don't like the meta or whatever, like we'll talk about it and what Riot could do to perhaps change it and for the better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there's so many things in League where I'm like, you know what, like, and maybe we can even like say what we enjoy about what Riot has changed already. You know, like let's say the leaver penalty. After like 10 years, they finally implemented the fact that you get less LP on a loss if you have a leave in your team. That's fantastic. Like, they could have done that 10 years ago.
Yeah, like why so long?
Yeah, I mean,
because like it doesn't help. Like League, let's be real, guys. League is a toxic game. Like,
it's very toxic. We're toxic.
EU.
We're
like,
toxic.
EU, like we are toxic as well. Like we are the most toxic community.
We are very toxic.
Like, if you go to NA, you just play for fun, man. You play for fun because like, that's NA.
It's like, oh my god, bro, you took my CS. It's okay though.
Oh my god,
it's
cool now.
And here it's literally like, mate, I'm gone. I've left. This guy's taking my CS.
Like you can play support in EU, and like farm 1 minion from your AD carry. And
I do all the time.
I'm AFKing. I'm out. Like,
you know what's quite interesting? I'll go into a solo queue game thinking my AD carry is a god, all right? But then, if my AD carry messes up or is mean to me, then I'll become the carry. You know what I mean? I'll start taking a couple CS, building that extra damage on Pantheon. You know, like if he wants to if you are an AD carry and you don't respect your support, then you don't deserve the respect of the support, right? It's a classic. It's a life. It's like you have the same thing in life, right? You have to respect the people, and they'll respect you back.
Usually, when that happens to me, I just roam. Like,
you just
for my AD carry, man. I'll just go to mid lane.
I mean, if you don't want my support, have fun 2v1ing, you know. And that's not being petty. It's just like, dude, just if you want to win, we're a team, especially bot lane, right? The whole team's a team, but especially bot lane. Hey, it's a 2v2. Like you need both people on the same page getting this done, you know. And if they don't want to, then it's not gonna happen. And that's
It was once like a guy like he was like absolutely flaming me for picking Bart, like, and that was back when like that was like when was it? Maybe at the end of last year, where Bart was like really like an S tier support, you know. But like only for those people who can play Bart, because guys, Bart is like one of those champions you can either throw your team to the max,
especially with the ultimate, right?
Or you could like have like a progress game, right? But like if you mess up your ult, like your team is gonna.
I mean, you see it in pro play, right? Like you see people missing the ult on the tower, right, to like save it from Herald. You see people missing that, and then the casters are like, "Oh, he messed that up," as if it's like a normal thing to do. It is a normal thing to do, you know. You can mess up stuff like that. Maybe you're not at the moment, you're not paying attention.
Anyway, like you flamed me for picking Bart, you know, like, as you do. And Bart, you know, is like one of the things you do roam. Like Bart is like you have to roam. If you stay in bot lane and like that's it, like then you're just inting. Then just don't pick Bard.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just went to mid lane and I instantly got question mark pinged by my AD carry. So I do. Okay. Fuck you. Where are you going, man? Like, and then like you know you kill enemy mid laner to get a bit your own mid laner, you know, and like you go back to bot lane, and your mid laner TP's back to lane, and the enemy does the same. So you just go back, you know, just
just do it again.
Just do it again. And then, you know, my mid lane had 2 kills very early on. And my AD carry was like, dude, like you can't.
I've lost the lane now. I've lost the lane.
Like,
bro, I'm solo.
Man, I missed 2 CS. Like, what?
Yeah, I think people have to realize that if you're winning on a different part of the map, you might have to take that sacrifice. And a lot of AD carries just don't understand that, especially in lower ELO. People won't understand that.
Yeah, it's awful. But like the same as in low elo, right? Like you can have Pyke and like you can ask someone. And they'd be like, I'm going AFK, man. You're kill stealing me.
Yeah. Mate, you get the gold. We're winning. We're literally winning the game. No, bro. I played AD carry to get the kills, bro. I'm the carry, bro. Like,
kills, man. Like,
it's like me when I play. I sometimes play Sona with Dark Harvest on bot lane, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's not the best. It's not that consistent because you don't often get the Dark Harvest stack in games when you're like behind and you maybe max heal because it's like because that's what you have to do to win the game, for example. If you're against a poke lane, but you know you're going to come out later, for example, or you want it for the team fights, extended fights. And what happens is you don't get any stacks on the Dark Harvest, and your team's like, oh, bro, this guy's just going for the carry. But let's say 75% of the games, we might have the winning lane, you know, and I get that Dark Harvest stacks, and suddenly I'm doing like 200% more damage than I would have been doing in the other games. had I taken a different route. But people don't understand that sometimes plans don't work out as they do get planned, you know? And people just have to...
Exactly.
Also, I think people are very focused on, hey, what's the build on the Mobile Fire website? What build, like, other pros
like,
playing?
Or Blitz or like Dodgy and like Pro
but-
Festa, like they're just paying attention to that really, and most of the time they just copy paste it from there.
Exactly.
Which I think is like so bad to do that. Like I don't like. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think it's really good to drive inspiration from those builds, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think you can apply those builds to every situation. Like you got to just look like what is the enemy team,
Mm-hmm.
and what will be good against it. You know, because like some people just like copy paste it and then they just get smacked in lane because like
Building
they could have
MR,
taken
building
penalties,
MR
you know?
against AD.
Yeah, like
I mean,
like having
that-
the MR runes against AD.
That's I do that sometimes, but that's like a basic mistake, right? But I think as well, like for example, sometimes on stream I'll play like a bit like experimental stuff, right? But then I'll get pings from my people like, hey, this item is not in the build. This item is not in the build. And they'll ping. They'll ping it 24/7, and I'm just thinking like, if you actually have a look at all the stats on the item, right? They're all beneficial for my champion. Okay, they're beneficial for the playstyle I'm looking to play, and the passive on the item is perfect for me. Like you have to sometimes think like, hey, maybe the item actually isn't that bad on this champion, and you should consider it or even try it, like I'm doing, for example. Hey, maybe it's trash, right? Maybe the passive doesn't work. I found that out later in one of my builds as well. One of the viewers was like, hey, dude, you know that Corki's ult doesn't actually apply AD damage, it's all AP. And I said, oh really? Then like this and this makes no sense, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I realized that as well. And then I was like, okay, then that makes sense. Next game I'm not going to do that. But that one game, it's written off in history, but for the rest of my life I'm going to know, hey, Corki's ult doesn't apply Black Cleaver. I'm going to know that, you know?
Yeah,
That's why I feel like people should experiment more.
Yeah, and I think also right, like especially it was like a month ago right now, where Riot was going to change Senna because Senna's interactions with Ginsu's Rage Blade were too strong. She was just too strong. And like I got her a couple of times in ARAM, and I decided like, you know what, like since they're gonna like pretty much nerf it into the ground because I was totally broken, I'm like, I'll just build Infinity Edge, right? And then you can't build Ginsu's anymore, you know? And my like friends, they were flaming. They were like, dude, like, where's your Ginsu's Rage Blade, dude? I'm like, dude, I think this is even better.
Yeah.
Because I was doing more damage per hit than I was doing with the Ginso. And they were like, nah, bro, you're totally ending, you know? And meanwhile, me carrying the game, you know, but like totally being like, well, you have to build Ginsu, man. You can't just build Infinity. So who the fuck do you think you are?
Bro,
like,
have you not seen the guide? Have you not seen the guide?
have you not seen the guy, man? Have you not seen LS? Like he told me I should build that.
But that's the thing. Even with LS, I don't think you should like put LS on a pedestal for like, hey, this is the only thing that's good. Every player has a different play style. Every team has a different play style.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. And every champions you have like different ways of playing them. Obviously some champions you have like more like, hey, this is actually the way you're supposed to play it. And then other champions you have like 50 different ways to play it, you know?
It's the same as like in like picking, like in solo queue, like picking something that is competitive or picking something that's really comfortable for you, right? Like just a comfort pick. Because I think you can do really good on your comfort picks, even when it might not be the best, right? The best option. But if you feel comfortable on that champion, you totally have the ability to carry that game for your team.
I totally agree. I think that's something as well that we should talk about, is the fact that, hey, I'm hovering a champion in champion select and my team's going, no, don't play that. No, don't play that. Just because it, like, let's say Shaco support isn't a meta pick right now. They think I'm inting because I'm picking a champion I'm actually good at. Yo, I could have an 80% win rate on this champion. They'll still be like, no, dude, don't play this, dude. Why don't you play Leona? Hey, how about I've never played Leona in my life? Why would you want me to pick that? I don't understand it. But that's solo queue. I think there are lots of problems with the solo queue champion select, stuff like that.
It's just like, you know, you're playing with 4 other people and they all have different opinions than yours, you know, and they like, especially the AD carry will be like, you're basically my bitch, so like you're gonna have to pick Alistar, and if you don't pick it, dude, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
You can play AD carry. That's why you should play Senna. Always play Senna support, just in case your AD carry leaves, you become the AD carry. Look at me. I am the AD carry now.
I am the AD carry now.
I love that. All right, man. I think that was decent for like a first episode. Is there anything else you wanna mention that we'll be talking about in the podcast, maybe?
No, we talked literally about everything that we have written down. So
okay, cool. Yeah, I enjoy that. Anyway, we got our socials here. Mine are down here. You
I
can.
might-
You
might
can.
mind that.
Whoa.
Like,
Mine are down here, bro. You don't mind.
follow me first, guys. Follow me first, man.
Madness. Anyway,
better content.
if you want to check us out elsewhere, we'll be live on Twitch. We'll be hopefully uploading some YouTube videos, and my Instagram, and you got NATO's Twitter. I'm sure you can find us. Hopefully you enjoyed the first like it's episode 0, right? This is episode 0.
It's episode 0, but like it was pretty poor already. Like
this
is quality content.
Honestly, I quite enjoyed it. It's really nice having conversations about League that isn't. Yo, stop flaming me!
You're trash.
Yeah. That's how it feels like, man. All right. I guess we'll end it there. We'll see you guys next time.
Well,
Peace out.
peace out.